guys, it's Misty. So I thought that if you're just beginning in crochet, that it might be a good idea while you're learning to talk about a crochet hook, basic crochet hooks. If we line everything up here, we can see here on the little diagram that I've done that the point here is the head of your hook. All right, this little section down in here that goes up under this part right here is what we're talking about. That is the throat of your hook. This section right here that's just straight with no indentions, that is called the shaft of your hook. And then right here, usually where it says the millimeter size or the hook size, this is the grip of your hook, and then anything beyond that grip down this way is the handle. Now, if you take another hook, you can see that these hooks are really entirely different. Okay, they have different placement. This one is longer than this one, but the throat and shaft are much shorter than they are on this one. So if we move this one over, we can still, this one will still line up for us. There is the head of our hook and the throat. This is the shaft section. On these Susan Bates hooks, it's a little bit short in my opinion. This is your grip and then your handle down here. Now, we start talking about things like tapered or inline. So I'm going to show you what that means. So this hook right here is tapered, okay? Now what that means really is if you take something straight and you lay it here, the head of your hook is going to come out above that line. Do you see that? Okay, so the head of your hook, you taper down right here, but the head of your hook is going to extend over this shaft right here. Okay, it's going to be larger and extend over where this shaft lays. Now, on a Susan Bates hooks are famous for being inline hooks. And what that means, if you look here, the throat here goes very, very deep in this hook. You can see it goes very deep in there. And what that does is it causes the line from here on the shaft to be even with the very front of that hook head. Okay, so the yarn sort of goes down into that groove. And then on the tapered hook, it just sort of slides into place and then back off again. So really everybody sort of got their preferences on what type of hook they like. I can and have used both types of hooks and several others. I have a pretty big collection of crochet hooks, and then there's the Furls hooks. I think, let's see, I have one of those here. It's made quite a bit similar to an inline down on the bottom here. You know, and I use these. I love these hooks. They are beautiful. They're more like art, but I enjoy using them just in my daily crochet. These hooks have a more ergonomic handle to them, okay? So, but if you put them on the list here, you'll see there's the head, there's the throat, here's the shaft, and I really like the shaft of these Furls hooks because there's just no break. The grip is pretty much non-existent, and you just go into this lovely handle that's shaped to just lay really nice in your hand. So there's several others. There's many, I think these, oh, this is a boy, have these sort of with the rubber grippies. And on something like this, you've got the head of your hook. The throat is pretty much like, really like not much of a dip there from the shaft. and then you've got your grip here, and then down here on the handle, and on these the size of the hook is down on the handle instead of on the grip. So, you know, there's several different types. And as you go, usually what happens is you just sort of fall into the one that feels the most comfortable for you. Now, in regard to how you hold the hook, let's take our little chart, our little makeshift chart out of the way. In regard to how you hold the hook when you're getting started, there's two different schools of thought here. One is the knife method, which is holding it this way, like you would a knife. And normally I hold mine a little further back and put, you know, the rest of my hand up in this area. But it's basically, this is my preferred method, and it's basically you're holding it in this direction, okay? And then the other school of thought here for holding your hook is a pencil method, which you hold it just like this, just like you would a pencil. I will try my best to demonstrate how both of these work, but I gotta be honest with you, I am not good at this pencil. So, little chain, I think I've got about 10 little chains here. And first I'm going to show you the knife method because that's the one I know the best. I'm going to skip this first stitch, and if I were crocheting this in the knife method, I'm going to hold it this way, and I'm just going to turn my hook in there and grab the yarn and then pull through that way. If you'll notice, I'm using this finger quite a bit to sort of hold my yarn, to guide it, and I'm using my hand over here to kind of open up my stitches and stuff, right? So again, I'm holding on to my loop, and I'm going through and just grabbing that and then pulling through those stitches, and again just going through, and you're using it basically in that direction, sort of in and out like you would if you were handling a knife in general, just that position. Now, if you were using the pencil method, which admittedly, and I apologize beforehand to all you pencil method holders out there, I know that I'm about to butcher this. So for the pencil method, you would go in and pretty much the same way. You're going to grab a hold, and I find that when I try to do this method, I tend to sort of go in a downward motion, kind of like that, and reach up and grab my yarn. Oh, this is so hard for me. Yeah, like that. So, or not like that. I'm not very good at that, but I know there's quite a few out there who are. I think that Creative Grandma maybe does this pencil method, and she's amazing, so she's really good at it. Me, on the other hand, I'm more of a knife method person, so this is my preferred way. But yeah, so that's the different ways, the two different ways that most people hold their hooks. I would encourage you to try hanging onto that hook both ways and see what feels good in your hand. Go out there in the yarn community and watch a couple of videos of people who do it both ways, and try it, you know, just try everything, and then find what works best for you. There's no wrong answer. There's no wrong answer. It's just about how you feel comfortable when you're making your stitches. So that's it for today. I just thought that we would talk about hooks and how they're structured and how you hang on to them and use them in general. So and also the you know, just so you know, going forward, I'll be using the knife method. So that's my preferred method, and I'll leave the pencil method to those who do it best. So you guys go out and do something you love today. Take a little time for yourself, okay? Until next time, bye-bye.